Welcome to Bahrain season opener. Qualifying starting here, 15 drivers. Normally would be 20, but we're missing a few today, so that should be fine anyway. Yep, just Malqui driving that beautiful Alpine livery. Oh, yeah. Yeah, these cars on this track. Yeah, with this track, turn 2 is awful, especially with these cars and new tyres on. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially when you do like career mode, it's the first track you ever do, unless you do the calendar thing. It's the first track you do, so it's obviously no most track to get used to, especially thinking we're given a 2 weeks practice for them to get used to the car. But looks seems all good so far. Just one spin, and that's all. Yeah, our trucker disqualified from. It's our trucker. Oh, that is a shame. That is unlucky. Alright, as we see the Alfa Romeo Josh, Roman. Dumont, one of the drivers, Josh. He drives the chase cam. Mm. Yeah. Right, as Roman now heads up to the hairpin. Mm. You're looking at the. I reckon you can look at the 1 minute 28s coming to the 1 minute 27s here. Especially after seeing what I'm seeing with people spinning a couple, and that's someone slowing down to Mercedes. Mm. Alright. First man to stick it a time is 1 minute 29.083. Then Malquique 1/10 off. We've got to remember he did spin earlier, so I mean, Ryan puts it P2, last season's title challenger. Yeah. Oh, Vega sticks it first on pole for 1 minute 28.5. Now he's a new one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So 1 minute 1 minute 28.5 is the benchmark at the moment. Reed, the title holder, is put into P3 as we go on board here with Mackenzie. 1 minute 29.7, so P9. as we see. Let's see, the two Williams now heading up to the line. And one is. And P11 for Francesco. So, Jeslar, the new debutant for Williams, on his lap. Going down that straight. Into that little hill section. If you get too close to the curb in this section, you definitely have to try to... Oh, that is Mackenzie. Mackenzie tyres. As Jesler puts in the fastest second sector. This could be a good lap. Well, Josh goes P2. As a scene. Ooh. Yeah. 1/10 separates it. 0.118. That is yeah. This is the top three is really close here. All separated to each other by 1/10. Ooh. Yeah.
Good shots.
Yeah. Yes, Olaf, the only man who hasn't put in a lap in apart from Logan, but yeah. We know what happened to he did kind of deer skewed. So, Olaf, the only man who hasn't put in a time in yet, we'll go on board with him for his lap. Yeah, 28.4. Apparently fastest first sector. Apparently so. Oh, he's gonna get, oh, Ferrari with a little strategy. He's gonna get a little slipstream down the straight and into the little hill. Sector 3. Now his teammates. His teammate lets him through. If Olaf doesn't get too close to the curb, he won't spin it there. It's not the fastest second sector though, especially after getting that little slipstream off his teammate. Yeah. So he did put a 1 minute 0.7, 07 as I say. As he counted down to get up to the line. 1 minute 29. Nearly on the dot with 1 minute 29. Jeez. Decent lap from Olaf. Yeah. Yeah. Roman, yeah, 1/10 quicker than his last one. And again quicker than... Yeah, still over 1/10, but he's still quicker than his last lap. And this possibly would most likely put him above Olaf, if I reckon, if he can get this final corner right. And possibly above Reed. Oh, Ian. Nah. Red Bull. Could be a pole lap here from Ryan. As we see him head down the main straight. And it is pole. Again, 1/10 separates it. Gee, oh, not even that. 0.077 seconds separate El Vega and Ryan. About 1/10 from third. Noble P2. Wow. Again, This seems incredibly, really close here. Look at the time separates between Noble and Ryan. Blimey. That is, oh, wow. Yeah. Markweek, Markweek has ruined his lap by invalidating it. Sam goes 2 tenths quicker than his last lap. So this will stick him in the 1 minute 28, I would suppose. Yeah. Does look like he got a little slipstream off P6. Yeah. 3 times off his last time, so that's sector. 6 minutes left of quali, and if you have missed it, Ryan sticks it on pole with Noble in P2 and Alvega P3 and Jester P4. And at the moment we're on board with Reed, the remaining world champion, and sitting P7.
For the second sector, it's not purple. He's still only 3.5 tenths quicker than in that other lap.
Yeah. I mean, we're definitely going to see another close time separating by at least to a tenth or below. And where's Ryan gonna put his car? P3 again, close. Flipping hell. This is too close. The top 4 is too close. Even if say top 5, I should mean. Yeah. As we go on board with Jesler, the Williams. And Francesco does go quicker. He brings himself to P12. Making it even closer again. And Sam gets a 5 grid place penalty, which drops him down to P11, I'm pretty sure. P11 and P12. Yeah. Yeah, neither did I. I switched onto Sam when he was cutting the corner, then I just see he gets a 5 grid penalty. Don't know what happened.
I switched on to Olaf a little bit too late to see what happened. I don't watch ball, but the ball stopped the time. He just came over the line. Only got, what, 7 people on track, don't know how many people are doing in that, so how about etc. But one was going to do a pit to Mercedes, etc. Leaves us with 6. See what's going on with the McLaren.
Yeah. Leave Alvega.
So he has improved in the third sector, but I don't think it would be enough.
Ooh. Olav puts in the fastest second sector. 5 tenths on his last time. So could we see Olav on pole position here? Possibly. As Olav does go through the main straight now. Where is he going to put his car? On pole position! He breaks the tie.
What time is he doing? 1.5 tenths quicker, which would put him into the 28 threes as well.
Yeah. Where is Alvega going to put his car? Ooh. Again. It's 1/10, I'm pretty sure, which separates it. Yeah, oh, yeah, just about 1/10, lower than 1/10. Ryan is on its out lap. Noble goes quicker. Oh, he's gone off wide. That's a shame. He went quicker than his last time as well by 1/10.
A little bit of most of that. I think he was trying to go away from the Red Bull, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
The thing is, I can see the times go up before they
Mm.
finish their lap on my screen, because Vega's lap finished
We have
while he was
two.
going down the back straight.
We have 2 minutes left of quali, and this has been a very good quali so far.
Guy on pole just disconnected.
Yeah, Olav. And since you can't re-invite people on this game anymore, which is a bit stupid.
I think he should be fine.
Yeah.
Actually, well, on him, by the way. He was hosting fine by himself, so he might be able to. Very good seeing him off. Red Bull spotting their flying like that, don't know what them. See if he could take pole. I like a little bit. Unfortunately, with disconnect.
Yeah, unfortunate. Unless he can request to. Hold on.
Oh, so that might be a little bit better. People might actually be able to hear me now. I've just realised I had my party thing on Don't Share because Logan maybe changed it for a DTR thing. We talked about that and I forgot to
And
change
Josh spins it. So
That
that is,
looked like
I
a
think, pretty
hefty
sure
spin.
that's his quali over.
it. It looked like a very hefty spin. Let's see up the hill for the Red Bull.
Ryan,
Time is he is a
fastest.
This looks purple.
Yeah, fastest second sector.
He's going to have to improve by a small amount though to get himself on pole. I think someone just retired from the session.
It's Malquick retiring it. As are we going to see Ryan stick this on pole position. Olav has nothing to protect himself now, so he is. Remember, others behind are on their fast lap as Reed puts in his fastest first sector.
So, yeah, the Alfa Romeo just retired.
Yeah.
McLaren's on a slow lap, so his one's not going. Is that Wolf behind him? Wolf's, I think, has just been impacted by the Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
And now they're possibly going to impact this Mercedes as well.
As he gets out of the way. Reed now has to put in a good lap, at least to see himself on pole, because Alvega can't put himself ahead of Ryan, as we saw.
Purple.
Purple's second sector.
The Ferrari's just retired as well, so this is pretty much it.
This is his best chance now. Will the reigning world champ stick it on pole here in the first race of the season? In season 3. Yeah.
Down the line he goes. 26, 27, 28.
It's P4.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. And I'm
there's
pretty
another
sure,
5 place grid penalty.
if I'm right, that is Ryan starting on pole on the season opener.
It is.
Jesler can't go quicker. Sam is invalidated. And Pera is slow. Yep, so that is it. Ryan is the first man of the season to put a car on pole here today.
Have a couple of 5 place grid penalties as well. Sees Pera to the back of the grid. He just got 5 seconds for a severe 5 places, for a severe collision. Sam's got a 5 place grid penalty as well. Sees him into, I think it's 12th because it'll drop Pera behind him and won't move the guy up. Game's awkward. Yeah, that is it, I think. For the quality. Waiting on the McLaren to get back in the garage properly. There you go.
Alright, so that is qualifying over. Good session for the Dutch man who puts it on pole position. Olav puts it in P2, but he is currently out of the session and could struggle to join back. Alvega on his debut puts it P3, and the reigning champ P4, that's your top 4. and Noble
The-
P5, and Jesla
The
P6 starting on that.
The entire
Fourth
grid
row.
up to 12th, separated by a second.
Yeah, and people got two people with the 5 position changes, so they'll drop down pretty far down, with Sam going to P12 and Preya going to last.
To the back, yeah. Logan
Back
gets
of the
a
grid.
free position despite his pit lane antics in the very, very, very beginning of the session. Someone just said we should make a new lobby. That should be, I mean, it is kind of fair.
Yeah. New lobby is being made because person second can't get back in, and for some stupid reason, EA thought it was a great idea to not invite people anymore. It's a brilliant idea in my opinion. Best idea
To
they've
be
ever had.
fair, it's an alright idea as long as it's not the host that leaves.
Yeah,
I feel like that might be the oversight there.
maybe what they should have done is just maybe, that the people who are spectating invite, and people who are racing can't. That would have been so much better.
Yeah, no, that's would have been an alright compromise. Some of the things that happened in the last game, especially with the qualifying glitch from the
Yeah.
last game, was getting really annoying. So I can understand why they have it where nobody is allowed to join from when you start.
Good concept. They just done it poorly.
That basically sums up every game ever made. So
Yeah.
they are particularly bad when, in terms of concepts that are just awful in practice. So we should have, what, 15?
Yeah. 15 hours before.
Shouldn't be too bad. Logan's annoyed because apparently he would have had pole if he had not disqualified himself immediately. So the real question is where can he come from to, well, where can he end from pretty much the back of the grid?
Well, we'll have to see.
You'd like to think, sorry, that the first 4 or 5 guys might be too far away from Logan by the time he reaches them, if he does reach them. But then again, some people know how to start a car in this game, and some people don't. There's not really much of an in-between.
Yeah. We're missing one more. I think we're missing one more. Hold on. I think it's
That Omar
Alvega.
guy's joined as a spectator.
Yeah. And TME Frights is also a spectator. So do we have? So we're waiting for one more person, if I'm right. Alvega.
Trying to think of who it is we're actually missing.
I think it's Alvega. He's joined.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
it.
We had 15, so
Alright.
someone there. Right, I guess people signing ready up. We might be going.
Yeah. Just need Olaf to sort out whatever he needs to sort out, and should be fine. We could be ready to go in the season opener. Pretty sure he's sorting out the grid.
Yeah, that would make sense. We might be losing a couple of people if we don't get started.
Right, so I think... Oh, Tano is noble. Ah. Makes sense. So we've
Fair
just been
enough.
calling Tano noble. Oh well. I thought it was just a new person. It's the first time. Jesus.
I assume
Oh well.
that means he changed his PSN at some
Sen.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Alright, as we wait for Olaf to finish off the grid, just a reminder, Rayan is the man on pole. Second is Olav with P3, going to Al Vega, pretty sure, or Reed P4.
Yeah, and then
You can see
a
with
couple other
Tano,
guys.
yeah, Tano, then Jeslar on the fourth, fifth row, and the rest on low with Sam, Wolves, Francesco, Para, uh, Kiwi, and El Troca. Somewhere in the mix with his little DSQ.
That has to be one of the most dramatic, maybe quickest disqualification from a session I've seen in a long time. It's almost immediate. Just waiting for people to sort the back of the grid now, I assume.
Yeah.
Someone trying to switch round the teams.
Yeah. Right. If-
Ah, there you go, that's already up. Turned out the guy
yeah.
didn't leave. Well, here we go. When a couple other people are ready up. Go 50% race distance.
Yep.
You going back and forth with the Aston Martin guy. Real question is, how many safety cards are we getting?
Mm.
By the look of that quality, I would assume that we might get a couple here. Right.
Alright,
27
so
seconds to wait for everyone to.
pick out their strats.
Yeah. By the looks of what happened yesterday, without a safety car anyway, it looked like it's going to be a medium soft or vice versa. But
Yeah.
seeing
Should be the
people try
basics.
out, yeah, seeing people try out different strategies.
Yeah. They
The
could play
only
the
reason why
short
I wouldn't
game.
go hard,
Ooh,
yeah,
soft tyres shown. They're going for a two-stop if you're going with the soft tyre choice, with a medium to hard. As I see, people now leaving their grid places. Let's look at the
you know
tyre
what? I
strats.
still think pretty much everyone on this grid could get to a one stop with what they've chosen on the start.
Yeah,
I'm
with
pretty
these
sure
soft tyre
Sam is not
choices.
meant to start there, but never mind.
Yeah, it's oh well.
Same with Pyrrha.
Oh well.
But yeah, the tyre choices, 5 on the softs, which could be very interesting. Oh, someone's already around on the formation lap. Looked
Nice
like Pyrrha
prayer.
just... Yeah.
Ooh, luckily, tyre wear on the formation lap is no longer an issue, so he's been saved by EA.
Gets away with a mistake they well and truly won't in the race. That would be pretty costly. Might.
Yeah, but better to do it on the formation lap than in the actual race, though.
Yep, exactly. Just get it all out the system now, and then clean 29 laps ahead of you.
Yeah.
If only it worked out that way. Yeah. The only problem I would have with going to the hards. Oh, well, there goes someone into the wall at the end of the second to last. The Ferrari just whacked the wall.
You know. Like I said, remember, it's better off to get it out the system now than it is. When it's too late.
Couple of guys really
Struggling
picking
to
and choosing their times here.
Yeah. Struggling to find that tyre wear as Tano gathers up his I think people now picking their line to go for the formation lap. As you can now do it yourself. Olaf is disqualified.
You see people get disqualified because they go too far over the top of their grid box.
Yeah. Well, that's
Look,
brilliant parking by Jesler. Brilliant.
Oh, there's a spinning Alpine.
We haven't even started. Like you said,
lad,
it's better to get out of your
on the
system.
formation lap. Logan jumped his grid box.
And Logan is not only now getting DSQ'd in qualifying, but also on a formation lap. And it slides out, and away we go. Ryan
like
gets a decent start. Yeah, Olaf gets this start. Ryan looks to cover him off. They better stop than the rest. Reed pushes out, gave him wide. As looking from the cam, Olaf spins it, and there's Ryan, and there's contact at the start.
Oh my God! Everyone's everywhere.
Oh my days! That is a spin. That is a spinny start. That is a definitely
fucking spun.
As we know, turn 2 is not the healthiest of starts, and that leads to Sam leading the race. I'm surprised we don't even have a safety car here.
I think we might. I think we still might. The Alpine's parked up at the end of turn 3.
Yeah, Alpine's parked. He's gonna have to get this perfectly right here so it doesn't get stuck. Oh, no, never mind. Gavel trapped. Gavel trapped. Yeah. That is unlucky. He has got gavel trapped. Nothing you can do about that one. As now we watch Reed hunt down the McLaren of Sam. There is nothing you could do about that.
Absolutely chaotic start. Both the Ferraris, the Red Bull, both having, well, in particular horrid starts. It looked like that Red Bull got orange wing damage. You can see on the left-hand side of his front wing.
It all started with Olaf spinning into the second corner, hitting into Ryan's tyre, which caused Ryan to spin, and then Tano didn't have the reactions quick enough to get out of the way of Ryan, which made him hit his front wing. And then I'm guessing now Trucker, Alvega,
Logan
and
survived it, I think. But
yeah,
well, he spun, but he survived the actual hit. Is what I mean by that.
As we see
Couple of
multiple people
people-
pitting now with Josh as well, who also got into the middle of the mix.
A couple of people braving orange.
Yeah, wing
Front
damage.
wing.
We've got to remember wing damage, at least on one side, isn't that effective anymore.
Yeah, it's on standard. If it's on simulation, I think these people, those people, thing would have gone in immediately. It doesn't
Yeah.
really affect you on standard anymore, does it?
No.
So we've had half the grid in a wall or around at turn 2. Someone got
Malfoy in a gravel
disqualified
trap.
for his own spin.
Yeah, for being in a
So-
gravel trap, which now which can't, which is a bit of a sticky situation.
You have to carefully get yourself out of them now.
Yeah,
Oh, here we go. The Alfa Romeo down the inside of the Aston Martin. Going up
that
the
is a
hill.
great move.
Into 5th he goes. The guys on the softs have not had a particularly nice time, have they?
No, not indeed. As we see Sam
Got-
slowly and ever pulling away from Reed. Seems to get the straight line speed against Sam, especially on those softer tyres, which I think is keeping him ahead at the moment.
I think the longer we go, though, the more this might advantage the Mercedes.
Yeah. As soon as we hit that DRS, I think it could be way more close than it already is, and the DRS is enabled this lap as I head to the first corner.
Logan's fighting someone. It's fine. Olav into turn 1. Is he going to make a move?
Looks like to go for the
He's
dive. He
going to try
does.
it.
And he's going to get the
Gonna go around the
DRS round
outside.
turn 2. He gets the move
And he's
done.
gonna
That's a
make it
beautiful
stick.
overtake
That's-
by El Trucker. Beautiful.
It really is.
And now he's 4
That was-
seconds behind Ryan, who does have initial wing damage, so he's going to be way slower than the rest.
That was a particularly
And this
great
could-
move on the medium tyres there.
Yeah, and this could be El Trucker's way back into this race if he can catch up to Ryan. He can catch up to Francesco.
Some
let's
of
see.
the guys at the back
The
here
people
probably
who missed
definitely want a
that.
safety car.
People who missed the start, I say incredibly lucky.
Yeah, if you manage to avoid everything that happened to the front there, you are in quite a nice place. Even nicer if you're on the medium tyres at the moment.
Yeah,
Obviously, the alternate strategy to the soft medium, where you get the softs on your car at the end of the race.
Sam using a bit more ERS than Reed, and Jesler hasn't used any of his ERS and he's keeping up well. Now DRS is going to come into play now, with a
Got
possibly.
a few people with DRS. So you got the battle here between the Aston Martin and the Williams further back. Looks like the most likely for an overtake.
Yeah,
Well,
Francesco
going
could
down
get
the
the
inside.
move done. Oh, good
Oh,
defensive.
it looks like the
done.
Aston's later on the brakes, and he's messed the corner. You get a
Still
stay?
fighting into turn 2. Francesco stays on the curb and gets the
Yeah,
move
he-
done. Stays ahead of him into
Got
turn
DRS as well.
4. And he's got it.
It
He's
looks like
hold
that
the
Williams
position
is
and
gonna
he's
get it done.
P6.
The Aston, oh no, I was about to say the Aston's about to fight back, but I'm getting
Yeah.
a laggy Williams on my screen.
Same here. So I'll just stick to the Alfa Romeo, he's gaining way more time now on Pera, since he made a little mistake, almost spun the car again on that hairpin. A little kink hairpin, I should say. And he's got a DRS. The top 3 here just can't be separated. As
4 attempts as they come
back
up the
two,
hill.
As Reed and Jesler have not really used their ERS. Sam has used it as he is now leading the race on the softer compound, and will have to stop way earlier than Reed and Jesler do, who looks like to pit, I would guess, around that 13-14. And probably, to save the tyre wear, could go even longer. As we know, the overcut is the more overpowered tactic, especially around Bahrain.
Yeah, I would say he goes to somewhere in the region of 17 or 18 on those tyres.
As we see, Reed and Jesler are quicker than Sam, as they're putting both quicker times.
Bear in mind that's on the medium tyre compared to the soft as well. The softs softs don't fall off that quickly. They probably go about 10-ish laps before
You're definitely
they
good
end
if you're
up.
saving tyre wear. As you see, Roman making the move down the inside of Pera, heading into turn 4. and he gets the move done. Beautiful overtake by the Alfa Romeo.
Are we
But
going
Pera
switchback?
is fighting back and into this.
Oh, a
and
little bit of a
he's gonna
collision.
have to concede the position there, as going too wide is gonna be impossible.
A little bit of a wheel tap there, I think, as well,
Yeah.
between the Haas and the Alfa Romeo.
And as we
Just let him know he's
saw, we see on the left-hand side of the screen, Stroll has overtaken Francesco. Francesco is going to need this the DRS to catch back up here, as he now has the Red Bull behind him, who again has damage, and El Trucker not too far behind.
Yellow
And then we have
flag
an
in sector
incident.
one.
That is Alvega. Just hasn't been the
it-
same at the moment. Just hasn't been the same. And the back four definitely need the safety car, if I do say so.
Yeah,
I'm
everyone from
very surprised we
Noble
haven't
back-
had one. I'm very surprised we didn't have one after that turn.
Yeah, agreed. There's yellow flag in
Nice.
sector 2. Alfa Romeo's
Josh spinning
on. Yeah,
on that
on the
those
side of
hard
the track
compounds. Yeah. I
You
do
get-
say those
when you
hard
get into
compounds
that
aren't very
chicane-
good. I don't really like the hard compounds, especially on this track. As for Reed, do you want to try
I
and
mean,
make
they
a
can be
move?
fine. It's just
Yeah.
how long they take to fire up. They
Yeah.
take forever.
Especially this is a power-dominated track, so they take a
Yeah,
bit
into
longer than
turn
they
one,
do.
you got a move going on here. The
Yeah.
Williams going
Francesco.
rather a long way.
Yeah, Francesco gets the job done,
Oh, the
as now
Red Bull could
Ryan
have fired as well.
could go for a double overtake in one corner. Oh
Not
no,
gonna get the second
he's not
one.
going to get the second one, but he's
Oh,
got
there's
thingy.
a Aston Martin into the back of him.
No wing damage, looks like it for the Aston Martin. As Francesco,
Surprising, he just goes straight into the back of that Red Bull. Didn't had no regard for where he was on track.
and
He's done
here's
it again.
Oh, too close to call. Ryan, that damage is holding him up slightly more and more. As I would reckon, Kiwi is slightly quicker. I would say quicker at the moment because of the damage. As we see,
Yeah.
El Troca now into the fight. Battle for sixth. This is, well, yeah, battle for sixth. So, Francesco 4 seconds behind fifth. So,
The
he's not going to
guys
have any
up
DRS
ahead-
to carry him on this straight.
The figures as well. The guys from fifth upwards haven't cleared as much of a gap as I thought they would from
No.
from Logan in particular. I mean, once he gets through this train, it might be a little bit of a different story. The Aston Martin going wide.
Yeah. As we need to see now, Sam still ahead by 6 tenths. So those soft tyres, pretty sure, keeping him well ahead of Reed and Jesler, who are chasing him down for that win, their first win of the season. And Francesco getting by the DRS train as he survives it.
Yeah,
Since that wing damage
not
isn't good.
really had an awful lot. You see the red light flashing on the back of that Williams, so he's
Yeah. He's definitely run out of
possibly
ERS.
running out of ERS. Yeah,
5% of ERS. But Ryan doesn't seem like he has a lot.
Christ.
He's with
Yeah,
40%.
he's got 40 and then 57 and 43 behind him. So
This is a battle for sixth, by the way. So this, it's not even for the lead. It's for sixth.
there's
As
the fastest
Tano
turn.
puts in the
Logan
fastest lap.
almost.
Oh, almost
Logan
loses
almost
it.
loses his car through the chicane there, and there's the fastest lap for
Vega
Vega.
puts in a faster time. As we see, who's going to
Yeah.
get the better exit in this hairpin? Ooh,
Don't
down
like
the
the
straight.
third or fourth in a DRS tray like this. It's not helping
Wow.
you whatsoever. It's just letting everyone in front of you get clear.
more time.
So you can see the gap.
I mean, we've
between
got a DRS
fourth,
train
fifth,
between
sixth.
first and third, and then we get fourth and fifth are just clear of each other, and we head down to P6, and it's a four-way fight.
Oh,
And
it's not
Log-
anymore. There's two
No.
going wide. Logan
Yeah,
looks to have
Logan.
got.
Has he got the
The
job
Aston
done?
Martin.
Yes, he has.
He has. Yeah.
And he's going to stay ahead for this DRS is
Don't
easy.
think
1
he's got
second.
DRS.
No, he hasn't. And now this gives an opportunity for the Aston Martin.
Yep. Keep an eye out on this one going into. Oh, here we go. There's two separate trades of two at this point, and here Williams
Yeah.
is going
Williams
to
is
have
now
to concede that
See the
position.
position. As Ryan is
Logan
slow
managed
heading
to
into
hold
turn
it.
one, which caused a little bump with Francesco.
Oh.
Francesco a little bit weaving on the straights by Ryan to get rid of the
Yeah,
slipstream. Not
the,
initially allowed, but
Aston Martin almost got the switch back there on Logan as well. Logan did well to close the door.
Logan's going to catch back up easily now heading into this little hairpin.
Yep, and he looked like he's clearing the Aston Martin pretty quickly.
Yeah, no penalties as well so far. So far so good. As we only see the bottom three have only made one stop after that first one lap collision, and obviously Ryan has decided to continue even with that damage. And we're back to the DRS train
Yep, we're back
for
where we
battle
were a
for
minute ago.
P6.
Still closing in on the
Yeah.
the front three, so
If Ryan was
everyone's-
smart here, I say he should concede the position to Francesco and get that DRS on that straight. Because as we
it's
know,
only
it's
a
a bit
three-way
powerful.
DRS now, I think.
Yeah, as we see Stroll
The Williams
dropping
is
down
losing
time.
out because he's
Those
just,
soft tyres are now dying off more slowly. As Al
The
Trocker,
Williams,
Logan,
yeah.
gets got a great overtake on Francesco. Now let's see if he can get Ryan on this straight to get P6. Was Francesco
was
going to
the,
fight back? Does it seem like it?
the ERS for the Williams cost
Yes.
him there majorly. The
0%
lack
now.
of it, the
0%
lack of it
for him.
just handed that position to Logan
Ooh,
as he now goes
And
after
now we
the
see
front wing
Reed
damage.
is close, getting closer and closer to this McLaren of Sam on those soft tyres, and you can see now the gap is coming way more closer, so you can tell those softs are more graining and graining away to those medium tyres. You can go longer than those softs.
Yep, you can see this happening in the train, and Logan's gonna dive him, and Logan alongside the Red Bull. Don't think he gets the position. He's gonna close the door. The Red Bull's gonna hold it. He's done it pretty
he's gonna-
nicely.
Got it there. He's going to wait for that DRS to open, but he's been slowed down. It's reopened that gap for guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The DRS train has now Kiwi is
again.
back in the fight for P6. Well, yeah, I was just saying this is one hell of a battle for the midfield.
If
Normally
Logan
Ryan
can
would
clear
be
the Red
further-
Bull here, I think that DRS train might turn into a freeway.
Yeah, freeway battle. As he's just going to think about, no, I'm not going to overtake here. He's going to wait for that DRS down that main
DRS
straight.
for the Red Bull.
As you see, we're
not the
going
Red
to
Bull, the
Reed. Is he
Mercedes,
going to make the
sorry.
move into turn one?
No, he backs off.
Backs
and he
off.
allows
Thinks
for
to
the,
be a bit smart. He's going to get him into.
there you
He's
go, the
going to
Red
get him
Bull's
to
come
turn
in.
two.
We've lost the train.
Yeah, he lost the train. As El Trucker now is going to have to gain 5 seconds on Preya, and I'm pretty sure a change of front wing for the Red Bull, who goes onto hard tyres, so he's going to drop more and more time on
Hard
the people
tyres?
behind. Hard tyres.
That is an interesting choice. I'm not sure I'd make that.
It's a
if
soft to
it
hard.
was-
As
yeah,
you can see,
I've,
those softs are becoming more and more horrible. As we see the time gap is now slowly dropping between the front three.
yeah. I think you could have gone one more
Sam's
lap,
gone
maybe
wide.
2 on the soft tyres.
Yeah.
You go on to mediums afterwards. I don't think that would have been too big of an ask. But it looks like the Red Bull sees that differently to me in particular. But
Yeah, so he drops down to P10, 24 seconds behind. I think the average gap time loss in a pit stop is about 26, 27 seconds here in Bahrain. So you could expect Sam to pit this lap possibly, with Reed just up behind.
the front three fighting,
As we see those
fighting
little
really
sparks.
close to the moment.
Sam does not
Here
pit, so
comes-
this is now the
here he
opportunity
comes,
for Reed.
He's
The yellow
started to
flags.
use the DRS.
Yellow flag stays. Ryan and Tarno coming together. This is louder now.
Here we go, around the
Bag.
outside into turn 1 for the lead.
No contact
It
has been
looks like
made.
the McLaren's held it. The McLaren has
Yeah.
held it.
He was going to
with
get the second
all the,
DRS down the straight.
all
And
the
Jesler,
ERS and the DRS.
yeah, and he's going to get the maid done into turn 4. Heading into turn
No.
5. No, Sam is holding into front. I think his setup is a bit
Oh,
more.
there's a little bit of
Bit
a
of
collision
contact.
there.
Bit of contact made.
Oh, there's
and
even
again,
more contact there.
that's the danger of going into that corner too wide. You're taking the risk as he goes down the inside. As Jesler is now going to fight the Williams, and now
Yeah.
Roman is coming into the party, but I think Sam's going to concede the position here, which he does, which leads Roman into the party here.
Olaf comes into his pit now.
Yeah, we're going to see Sam. I would suppose him to be boxing this lap because those soft tyres are now, I presume, dead. As you can see on the rear left and the rear right, the gains there. See the
I
polish
think
of
this would be a
those
nice
tires.
time to go on to the mediums.
Yeah. As
I've
he's losing
seen
2
people
seconds
do
of time.
hards. I've seen Olaf go on to hard now as well. And
Yeah. As
I
he
know if
drops
there's
down to
people,
P12, since he also had to do a front wing change.
yeah, I'm not sure if that's people not knowing the strategy around here or not doing enough
As you see, Sam
race
slightly
distance
now going to
practice.
right. Sam
Yeah,
on the right is now boxing. He needs to get this pit stop
this
correct.
has to be for mediums. Here we go into turn one. Jedler and Monkey in a blue hat. It looks like Monkey in a blue hat's going to hold his
Position.
position
Sam
here, though.
boxes. Francesco also takes the opportunity to box. Unless he thinks those medium tyres are ruined here. He's going to take the
I
opportunity to
assume
go
he's just
onto
going to go
hard
the...
tyres. No, he's going to go onto
yeah.
softs. So is it a two-stop? He hasn't got a damage from wing, I presume, anyway. Is it going to be a
I'm gonna
medium
go
soft to
check
soft?
that.
Or Sam struggling out of the pits on those hard tyres? He's going to think the overcut's going to work, though, because he's only lost 15 seconds of time
Yeah, no,
to
it's
5th place.
There was
See
a
the gap to the leader.
scheduled stop, the medium to the soft.
Yeah.
This early, you're playing with fire if you're doing a one-stop on those softs, because punctures in particular, I know somebody in a practice race I did yesterday I think it was like 17 laps before puncturing 2 from the end, or something in that
Blimey.
region, so the softs can go quite the distance around here, hence why I say it would be a one-stop, the soft to medium or vice versa, but
So soft to hard, to be fair. But as we see, those softs, maximum, could do 10 laps. I could say maximum around 10 laps here before you're losing loads of time. Sam takes the opportunity now to warm up his tyres on those straights. He's going to take the risk of losing time, but he should be fine. That overcut could be good, as we saw Roman. Yeah, Roman coming in for his stop, and so is Prayer. So I think it's time for those medium tyre change, and this could be good for Sam because he can gain 2 positions here.
I think
As
they
I'm
might be
pretty
going
sure-
on to hards here, those
Yeah,
two
as
going
I'm
on
pretty
following
sure-
the game strategy. Yeah,
Bit
they both go on
overcuts.
to hards.
I think this is a perfect time for Sam to box though, because now those two are going to come out of the pits with everyone's going to come into the pits with very cold, hard tyres, and Sam's going to have the heated up ones, old but heated,
He's gonna get
which
the,
is more gained. He's going to get Prayer, as you can see
Yeah, he's gonna
already.
get
As
the
I said,
hards.
like I said
He's
before,
gonna
those
go-
cold tyres are going to get time to get warm up.
Yeah,
Oh, and
flag
now
inspector 3, McLaren.
I spun it. He was gaining time as well. That's a shame for El Vega. Oh, as see Jeslar go wide. Yeah, those medium tyres now possibly losing time. And like I said, Sam
Yellow
has
flag
picked
inspector
the
1.
great
There's
time.
a
Alfa Romeo,
Ferrari off.
Ferrari, yeah, of Tano, I should say.
Here we go. Sam just down the inside on the Alfa Romeo. Done it pretty nicely into turn
The
9.
Alfa Romeo is gonna get the fight back into turn 9 as he closes the gap on him. That is a great overtake by Sam. Like I said, he has had the perfect opportunity to pit as is everyone else because his tyres are now going to be more heated.
Oh,
As it
until he
goes-
takes off a polystyrene board on the side of the track for a brake marker.
As Reed now
Here
takes
comes
the opportunity
Monkey.
to box, he's obviously got the closest pit range.
Putting on those hards.
Yeah, those hard tyres. This could be good for Sam as we could see him overtake the... I don't think he can. But
I think Logan might be in with a shot here.
Yeah, if he can go long enough on those medium tyres, as we said, the overcut is the most powerful thing at the moment in this game.
If he can go through the medium tyres all the way onto the softs on about lap 18, between lap 18 and 20, I think Logan might have this.
Yeah. As we're not seeing any more fights at the moment since these pit stops now have stopped the range.
If I'm
Sam is now
Jedler,
6.
I'm just staying out for as long as I physically can at this point.
Honestly, the
He's
gap
got
to leader
no one in.
between Reed and Jesler, I think Jesler is going to have to box this lap if he's going to want to stay ahead of Reed and get that track position gained. And Sam is only 5 seconds behind now. Like I said, he's going to have to heat up those tyres as quickly as he can if he's going to keep that gap to Sam.
Looks like Monkey in a blue hat has cleared Sam with his pit stop. I don't think he's going to gain 3 and a bit seconds with while the Mercedes warms up
Struggling
his
sector
tyres, yellow
2.
flags.
There's
It's
a Ferrari again. They're not
Noble's
having
gone
the,
off.
especially the last season's title challenges for constructors. Anyway, they lost out to Red Bull again. Who's not having a very good race, and Nori's thinking it's trouble in sector 2.
Yellow
That
flag in
is
sector
Pera
2. Yeah.
who spins it again. Those tyres must have been deader.
I'm not sure those hards those hards aren't settling in.
Nah,
There's
they're
a
not.
few people not enjoying them.
As I say, Francesco is the only man, by the way, on soft tyres, and who seem like to do a vice versa strategy towards everyone else. But they can last 10 laps, so it could go towards the end if it can hold off the
Honestly,
spins.
I think he might just play it safe to 2-stop, but I've seen weirder strategies before. It would be quite the way on soft.
Yeah. Normally see the strategy around some track like China, where it's definitely where you go on the hard medium tyre first, and then you would go into the softs later on. But hey ho.
Interesting enough, we've had a few spins, especially everything that happened on that one, and we still haven't had a safety car yet.
No. I mean, the people at the back definitely need a safety car because
They could do with it right now, yeah.
they were the people
Especially
who were involved.
If those people at the back, I don't know if any of them started on softs, but if they have a mediums tyre spare at the moment,
Yeah.
and they get a safety car right about now, they would be in the perfect position to go on those mediums to the end of the race.
Yeah. As they are, Josh and Tano are the oldest people on those hard tyres, and I'm pretty sure they're the only people who took the most spins, I'd presume, so far in this race, as has Logan.
It looked like
P2.
It looked like Sam is losing time there to the Alfa Romeo behind him.
Yeah, I think people's tyres are now getting warmed up and got a perfect opportunity. And I think Jesla is doing the biggest overcut.
5 seconds between Jesla and Monkey
Reed.
in a blue hat.
Yeah.
And I think he actually might. He's doing a good job at the moment, purely because you got to remember, because if he's staying out this long, it's got to be soft tyres coming on that car at the end.
Yeah, definitely.
Which
as I see on those.
Even if he's even if he's on maybe 2 or 3 seconds behind Reed coming out of the pits, it's still an easy catch on the soft tyres compared to the hard. So
definitely. Right.
It would be one of those that Monkey in a blue hat might have screwed up his strategy in this race if he wanted to win.
As you see, he's still going on. You can see on those rear lefts and front rights and front and left of those tyres, they are graining. You're seeing the graining line there on those tyres. So they're definitely working in, but he's keeping that gap very, very good compared to Logan and Reed.
I think we might see an overtake here for 4th position under the next straight, because he's under half second, got DRS.
Here comes Roman on those hard tyres, the hard versus hard compound tyre.
Doesn't look like he's burning his ERS alongside. Sorry.
Looks like to go for the move, but thinks about it again. Heading to turn 1. I think he's done it just to get the DRS here. This has been a great race to watch so far. Definitely after the first lap.
It's just, the Alfa Romeo here just stepping off, realistically, just holding on to his ERS. Maybe.
Oh, as we see,
he can get the.
Oh, what a
McLaren
move!
Elsewhere.
Good. Switchback maybe from Olav. No, can't be done unless he can do it. Get this down the straight. It doesn't seem like both of them didn't have DRS. Both of them didn't have DRS. Wow.
The McLaren's rear wing was open, but he's gone very deep into the corner, and it looked like Olav might get him here.
This is a full 1 point. A little bit of contact.
Olav
has spun it. That is very unlucky.
No contact there.
There wasn't any contact into that corner, but just before there was. That could have unbalanced in the car. So now he's going to have to gain time again. He's only 4 seconds behind, so he's going to have to catch up again.
had quite the unfortunate race. Could have been on pole in qualifying, got disconnected. And that didn't really go the way he wanted. Turn 2, he lost the car, turned into the Red Bull, and caused everything that had all that chaos. So
Yeah.
it's not been the greatest race from our last perspective. Here comes the he's actually using the DRS alongside the DRS this time. The Alfa Romeo, is he going to have enough? Going to have to go the long way around the McLaren.
Sam locks up into turn 1. Is the switch back going to be possible? No, Sam blocks him off.
Not.
Great defensive way from Sam, especially locking up into turn 1. It's going to be a great fight for P6. As we see Ryan get past the Aston Martin, but he's going to fight back. Is he going to get the switch back? No. He's going to get DRS into the little straights.
I think Ryan might be fine here.
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah,
it's
he
going to be
comes over to
fine.
shut the door. And they should now have the rest of the lap to build a good enough gap.
Yeah. Ooh, so we
But
see the Aston Martin fight back maybe? Nah, no it doesn't. We go back to this fight.
There's a
We've
3-second
got
time penalty for the
first
Aston Martin.
penalty of the race. That is, we've got 18 laps without a penalty. I am
Quite impressive. Quite
impressed.
impressive. 18 laps. Ah, and here we go. The floodgates have
when
opened.
when one happens, the other one comes. That is unlucky.
It rains,
Right.
it pours.
Oh wow.
But it was a good idea there from going back to this Alfa Romeo fight, it was a good idea from the McLaren to come over and shut the door for the inside move for the Alfa Romeo on turn 1 of the last lap. Forced the Alfa Romeo to go the long way around, wasn't able to do the move, and here we go again. Forced him to use up more of his ERS alongside his DRS. Is he going to be able to get it done before turn 1 this time?
He's going to definitely get it.
Yellow
He's going to
flag
definitely get
detected
in.
too. Ferrari's gone
Someone
again.
off. Is the move
Here
going to
we
be
go, he's forced
done?
it around the long way.
He's forced around the long way. That is good defensive again
And the
by Sam.
He has. He's got it again. The
Sam.
McLaren is putting up one hell of a defence here.
Is that someone stuck? I was going to say, is Tana stuck in a gravel
Someone's
trap? But no, he's not. He's just spinning.
just taking a while to get back on.
Yeah. This is a fantastic battle for fourth, by the way. As now Reed is dropped to 19 seconds, and I'm resting that is Jesler is definitely going to get that over.
We should see those two, the top two, start to pitch to soft in the next couple of laps. Logan has closed the gap by a second since the last time we came to that battle.
Yeah.
So maybe Logan had enough pace on the soft to try and close that in.
Is
But we'll wait and see.
Is Jesler in overcutting zone? Yes, he is. He's 31 seconds ahead of Sam and 25 seconds ahead of Reed. So I reckon he is in overcutting zone now. As now coming to lap 20, we're going to see those soft tyres come on for
Here comes Logan. Yep,
Logan
putting on
for the AlphaTauri.
Soft tyres. You've still got the fight between the
look at
McLaren
those
and the
mediums.
Alfa
Those
Romeo.
mediums were definitely
They
finished.
do. There you go. There's a retirement in turn 1.
Yeah.
Noble, is he going to park up in a safe place though? Also,
is
this
the
AlphaTauri going to come out ahead of Sam, so the overcut has worked to perfection for Logan.
Yeah, and he's going to get that soft tyre compound as well on Reed, so this could be a good thing.
Yeah,
that's
is he going to be able to get the Mercedes? No.
As
It
we see
looks
that
like we might go the
25
entire
second
race
gap.
without one at this rate.
Yeah. I mean, I know he's in a Williams, and he's definitely doing an Alex Albon here, Jesler, from Australia. Pitting in the last
think
lap,
he has to come in this lap.
He's going to have
He has to come in this lap.
Look at those mediums, they are definitely dead.
Those softs will do 10 laps twice. And
Yeah.
you're just wasting medium tyres at this point. And softs don't take long to warm up either, so you genuinely would be just wasting wasting medium tyre.
Yeah, that grading line's definitely coming in. As we are seeing, pit stop for Jesler. Reed is now going to have to put up the pace, as we have to see Jesler go through the longest wait of his entire time. He has to wait the longest time ever, because he's obviously we know Williams coming P8 in the Constructors last season. Having thinking,
here we
as
go.
you see, that is a
Going
slow
round the final
stop.
corner now.
That is a slow stop from the Williams team.
Down the straight he goes. Who's going out first? It
Reed's
looks
gonna
like
need to get it.
Jedler's going to get him. I think Jedler might
The
have him.
overcut has
Jedler's
worked.
got him.
The overcut has worked, but remember, colder tyres, so he's going to have to warm it. He's going to have to be really careful coming to turn 1 and turn 2 and not spin it. And I think he's done it. It's a 1.8 gap between the two. 1.6,
Coming
1.5.
down.
As Francesco now
It
takes
looks
the
like
pit
Wall's finally come into pit, yeah.
for soft tyres. He's still 2 stop. He's ruined his own
Yeah.
race in Paris in coming into those soft tyre compound choice. And
He
see him
should
come
have
on for
stayed
another
out
set
on
of
the mediums when he
softs.
had.
That is a dirty McLaren car. As we see now, not only 1 car, but 2 cars overtake him. It could be 3.
It
Olaf.
might be actually. Olaf coming through the back there. I think the Williams might keep it just
Fair play. I'm going to say
about-
fair play to those who are in the bottom 4, who've made it all the way, who's catched all the way back up to P9, P8, and that is a good gap between the lots. I'd say 6 tenths is now the gap between Reed and Jesler. Jesler fighting for his first win of the season. So is Reed to defend his title. Sam's still P4. And we've seen that Roman is still trying to get past Sam. Sam is being the most defensive ultra there as he survived the straight, the DRS straight. Well, I've got to say 3 or 4 times in the last 4 laps.
Absolutely.
Can he survive
He's
it
been
again?
under fire for quite a while.
Do in
That move
mind,
to the
he has
inside because
saved.
it's almost a signature move at this point.
Yeah, definitely here. As Reed is quicker, he'll get the fastest lap.
And there you go.
Trucker.
That's just proof that the softs are going to come in quite quickly
Play
here,
now.
and I think that.
And
I
is
think those
Roman
hard-
gonna get the move done? Sam
He's
again
gonna
going
move
for that
wide.
inside.
He moved all the way out there, but he's
Yeah.
going to keep the inside.
Turn 1 looks a bit
He's-
slow for him, but he keeps the.
He's going to hold it again.
He keeps P4.
He's just doing everything he possibly can. He shifts himself into the middle of the road. He's just parking the car, making it as wide as physically possible into turn 1, and he's holding the position quite nicely.
Vega now takes
as
the chances
for-
to pit.
As
Gives
for the rest of the
opportunity.
grid, the front 3, it's 1.8 seconds. Jedler's gained an entire second.
Oh wow, Olaf on those old hards for the new soft compound is going to get the job
Yellow flag in
done.
sector 1.
Looks like he's that
There's the yellow
spin.
flag.
Well, no.
It might have been Jenga in front of them actually.
This looks like they're going. This is a drag race here. Heading to turn 4 and 5. And
They're going
Francesco
drag
just
racing, I would
comes.
if we're
comes
going
just
drag racing, I'm going with the softs every single time.
Yeah, Francesco just comes out ahead. A great fight between
It's
those two for 1
2.9
point.
seconds now.
Yeah.
Jedler and
Jesler has
Reed.
now dropped Reed. The strategy looks
yeah.
like he went with. Seemed like he was
Reed played
struggling.
it too safe.
Yeah. As we
Yeah,
see
way
now,
too
1
safe.
minute 30 is
And
coming
Logan's
into
gonna catch
coming
him
into
here, I
quicks. Wow.
Can I just say that Logan's closed the gap between him and Jedler by another second? That was 6.5 coming out the pits. It's now
Yeah.
5.5. Well,
As
it's
we
not
see
even 5
now,
anymore.
Roman coming,
4.5.
losing more time.
And it looked like Sam's kept in front of Roman
He's
again.
defended him enough. He's defended him enough. Liz. I'm pretty sure Roman should
It's
just.
8.5 temps at this point.
Yeah,
It's,
6
I
temps
think
is
that
now.
might be over. Logan
Sam
might be in DRS
has
zone
done
for
one hell of a job to defend them off. Now we're going to see the fight for P2 here with a soft tie compound versus those
DRS
hards.
straight. There you go. Logan with the sauce. He's going to close that gap in. He got DRS as well. Not sure I'd be using ERS here. I'd be saving that for the straight.
Yeah, both got low ERS deployment here between the
It is
two.
half a second between the two now, and I don't even think he's going to wait to the DRS straight at this rate to get him on the soft tyres. He's got a job. He's got a Jesler to catch, and he's not going to let anyone stop him. Apparently,
He's gonna need to tell this Mercedes just to get out the way. If he wants to battle P1, Reed set himself to defend up into the final corner.
Yeah.
But
And he's going to
obviously
give
with
DRS
this
there to Logan.
Prayer defending.
Yeah.
What a fight here. Wow. Prayer defends P6, but obviously Ryan just
Goes
seems
wide
the
at the end
faster.
there, and Red
As we
Bull's got
see,
him.
yeah, the AlphaTauri has now got Reed.
The soft
Logan.
strategy, the medium, the soft strategy was just far better than the one Reed put on today, and
Yeah, Reed's going to get the
I think
DRS, but I
that's
don't
the
think that
difference.
DRS is going to be powerful enough. Maybe it is into turn 4, turn 5.
going down the when
Tried a
you've
long
got the
way, and
inside
that
like
is
that, you've got
oh no, Roman
oh
has
Roman's gone, yeah.
lost it. I
Any
don't know if there was
damage?
contact or not. I don't know if there was. Doesn't seem like it. I thought he was a bit. I think he was a bit too far back. We'll have to see, but if there is an instant ticket open later on in the race. But now Preya is just gonna have to fight back against Ryan for P6. The battle of P6
And,
continues.
Monkey, the blue hat's got DRS again, but
Yeah, he's
I'm
just
not
gonna-
sure it's going to be quite anything
It's
here
just
for
gonna.
him.
Is it just not gonna be enough for an overtake? He's just gonna have to stay in
They
range.
could just put a
Hope.
29.8 up.
What he's gonna do is gonna help Logan carries with the DRS. Hope Logan carries him to Jesla. As it's a 4 seconds with
Which
5
is
laps to go.
It's half a second bigger of a gap than it was this time on the lap before.
Yeah.
With
But
5 laps to go, does Logan have the ability to go half a second quicker? They're about to lap just to catch
he's
him.
on the lap older tyre to Jesla. As we see, that gap for Reed is slowly falling away. But the DRS is keeping him in
DRS down the
touch.
straight. Yeah.
Do say.
I think it won't be too long before Logan gets rid of him though.
Yeah. See, 3.7 is now the gap. If he can keep up the time he's doing now, he can, I say, be striking distance within the next 2 laps. We'll have probably a good fight for the last lap battle, I reckon.
It could be interesting. Yeah, I would definitely say it could be interesting. I think Logan might be slightly too far back, if I was to say myself, but safety car could completely change that.
Yeah, I
Say
mean,
again.
we need people need the safety
It
car.
would-
They need it now, or the next lap. We won't see one again for this race. We haven't even seen one in this race, even after turn 1. And Preya going faster than his old lap time in on those hards, and he's doing a hell of a job to keep up with Ryan.
You could tell that Reed has realised his mistake at this point because he's drained all of his ERS in order to just to stay with Logan here, and
And now he's
it's not
lost that
enough.
1 second gap. He's just gonna have to
Yeah, it's not
accept it and
enough.
take that
It's-
P3.
Yeah. He's going to have to accept that the strategy he did today was not the best one and move on.
Yeah.
Hopefully defend his title a little bit better than he... Well, a little bit better than he has done today anyway.
I think the strategy came into play. I think it was a very smart strategy though from Jesla, because obviously you think you pick the medium tyres, you think medium to hards to go all the way. You wouldn't. I think that's what Reed predicted for those two, especially to go to all the way to the medium to hard strategy, not to go with the medium to softs. And I think that's killed him. They did well to hold off the entire to deal with the tyre there.
It's impressive because you can tell who has and who hasn't actually done race distance practice, in particular for a race like Bahrain, because obviously Jedler and Logan, who do races all the time, definitely have an advantage when they do race practice over tracks like this, because they know that you can get away with certain strategies on certain tracks. Like here, the medium soft is not widely known. You assume with the way they've done the tyres this year, it might just be a medium to hard, which most of the grid have fallen into the trap of. So
yeah. It's a very don't predict strategy, only because only 2 people have done it. Not even the best would have known to go for that strategy, but Jesla and Logan have got it right to see.
It's 3 seconds now, 3.2 seconds. Gap slowly coming down. Whether or not it's going to be enough, we'll get the answer in 3 laps time. He's dropped to the Mercedes by quite a distance now.
Yeah, 2 seconds is a gap. I mean, they were all on the same same soft tyre, medium tyre compound. Reed was the quicker man, but I feel like they just played the strategy completely right. And those hards have been completely, utterly
The hards
useless.
just take way too long to get up to scratch. When they take that long, there's no recovering from it. Here comes the Haas on the Red Bull. Are we going to get anything here?
Is he going to move down the inside? No. He thought about it, backs out. Oh no! Oh, there's Ryan going deep into turn 1. So this is probably going to make him
possibly open the door for him.
Yeah.
You're going to have enough pace down the straight. He looks for the move again. You can tell because he makes that move to the inside, but then has to come back on the racing line when he realises he's just too far back. got 3 laps fresher hard, so it is possible he might be able to make that move at some point. It's 2.5 seconds now, Jedler and Logan. I would like to point that out. That's coming down quite quickly on a lap-to-lap basis. It's about 8 or 9 tenths now. Oh, and there goes the Red Bull going wide. It's allowed the Haas to go on through.
Ooh. Freya, get through. It's battle for P6. Again, P6 just seems like it's the best lap battle so far. It's brilliant. When we had that
same distance between Logan and Jedler as it is Logan and Reed.
I say best battle so far of this race. Best battle so far of this race. I gotta say, I enjoyed Sam's little defensive manoeuvres on Roman, but I'm gonna have to say that little battle for P6 where we had that entire 4-way fight for it. That's gotta be by far the best, in my opinion.
It's certainly up there. I would say the train with Sam on the softs, the other two on the mediums there as well. Albeit, but Sam's just had an incredible defensive day. Let's just put it that way. And then the Red Bull's gonna fight back. He got him through turn 1 and then solidified it through turn 2, and he's gonna get DRS as well. So that's the end of that move. That's the 6th place given straight back to the Red Bull on the next lap. Logan's got 2 laps left.
But can Preya put on the pressure to make him go wide again?
We've seen that the Red Bull's susceptible to mistakes so far in this race. He's made a couple, albeit probably the first lap wasn't his fault. Still involved in it. There's 3 seconds for Olaf.
Getting a penalty. Only 2 penalties this race.
Logan has not closed the gap in any further on this lap, by the way, as we head into lap 29 of 29, and I don't think Logan can get him.
No, he's a bit too far back, and he's definitely on the lap at old tyres. I've just seen the lifespan of these softs now draining away.
It would require a mistake from our leader here to hand the AlphaTauri the race, but
as I am looking, Jesler has seemed to underfuel this car. So now so he's gonna have to coast. I'm looking at the bottom right of his screen. His fuel marker is pointing red, so he's now gonna have to lift and coast through all the way of these corners. But it just seems like it's working for him good enough. As Jesler
opening the gap rather than having it closed on him.
2.6 now.
The Haas has lost it now. The Haas has lost any real chance of that position back on the Red Bull.
I think he's also underfueled the car to Ryan.
A couple of people probably expecting safety cars didn't get them and could possibly be in bad positions coming down the end of this race.
As now Logan loses the time, is 2.8. Unless the car doesn't run out of fuel right here on this straight. Yellow flags.
Sector 1, there's the McLaren.
That is Alvega.
There we go, down
the final straight.
Corner we go.
Final corner. The penultimate corner. As Jesler comes home to win the Bahrain Grand Prix. As Logan comes P2, I was going to say home Grand Prix. Reed P3. Sam's going to come home to P4. Could play the fastest lap here. Maybe. Oh god, that was a big mess up. Sam. Oh my days. Sam P4. Roman P5. Troubles in sector 2.
The yellow flag.
Olaf spins
Ferrari just doing donuts up the hill.
Cheeky Bria donuts from Olaf as he finishes P11.
It a little bit.
P8 for the Aston Martin. P9 for Josh. And P10 for Francesco. Bahrain Grand Prix.
Bahrain Grand Prix to end
up here. What a season! What a season opener! Oh, that is a mistake for the books.
Oh, there's the first one. First race. You can't even get to the end of the race.
As we see those fireworks shoot up now. As Jesler wins Bahrain Grand Prix.
Even get to the line. He gets 3 seconds to retire, so he didn't even get to the line there, Alvega. And I'm not too surprised that Logan got driver of the day. However, I'm not sure I'd give it to Logan. I'm not surprised about the game giving it to him. I think I'd
Yeah.
give it to Sam. If I'm
Yes.
choosing one.
I'll say also
The
Sam. I
defensive
agree with the
display.
Sam. As we see Jesla doing some beautiful dance moves on the podium as he wins his first race. And he won, yes, last night as well in Tier 2. So, if we're going from Tier 2 to Tier 1, winning both season openers in Bahrain,
Okay, then the guy just clearly loves Bahrain. What the hell?
clearly.
The advantage of doing that race yesterday obviously would have helped him with the strategy. That would
As we've seen,
definitely
all
be.
British podium, technically one Scottish, but theoretically British.
And now we're gonna get murdered for saying that.
Oh well, I'll take the chances. I'll take the chances. But from going P14 on the grid, Logan gets the P2, P6 from Jesla. I think that mistake from Olaf and Ryan, mistakes of each other, definitely came into play. As Williams, I'm pretty sure, go head top of the grid. Oh. We've taken 27 points here, and only AvaTari taking the 18 points. Home, that's a great race. No one gets the fastest lap point because the fastest lap person is outside the top 10. So
that was actually quite a good race to watch.
that
Was
is
quite
brilliant.
That was quite full of things going on there, and teared up quite a little bit at the end of the race. So somebody needs to clip the end of that race, just so we can use that one in future. But yeah, the fights, the DRS trades provided quite the entertainment there, I think.
Yeah. We saw a battle of P6, Sam's defensive manoeuvres on Roman, and definitely on the first couple of opening laps of the race as well to defend three people behind. That was a brilliant season opener, as I do say. I'm excited for the second race of the season, which I'm pretty sure is Saudi Arabia.
That's
In Jeddah. See, 2-1 calendar. Yes, we head to Saudi Arabia tomorrow at 4 p.m. Love to see you guys tune in again for the most brilliant commentary you're going to get ever.
Hopefully with the right race finish this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot.
Definitely.
But yeah.
Whew. Good race. Alright. We shall see you tomorrow then at 4 p.m. Hope you enjoyed that race.